Blame Truth here, the Codfather himself, bringing you another video. I had to redo this intro because I was making a funny joke and the initial intro was great, but then an ambulance passed by and the sirens just ruined the whole thing. So I threw it out, but sadly I've forgotten the joke because I have ADHD, so I guess here's a new joke for you. I hope that person in the ambulance had good health insurance or they're not going to be able to afford the next premium, and I do mean premium, Call of Duty $70 release. That's not a DLC at all. Modern Warfare I is, on the horizon. We all know it is. It's going to have 40 maps all recycled from past Call of Duties with doors added. It's going to be great. You guys should buy it. It's not going to be buggy and glitchy at all. It's not going to have SBM at all. It's going to be a great experience, You should purchase it. Pre-order now. But anyway, let's not make this political, talking about health insurance and whatnot. I'm not some balding, estrogenic weirdo that's addicted to Twitter. I am simply here on YouTube giving you guys my thoughts about the new Call of Duty game. And man, make no mistake, it sucks. But the game was kind enough. It was kind enough to give me a win. Regardless of my performance, I am simply not in control of the wins and losses. I'm not. I'm usually at the top of the scoreboard, and I'm rusty as hell, so I really shouldn't be, but I'm usually at the top of the scoreboard, and we still lose. My win-loss ratio is like 0.4. I check my stats. But yeah, I mean, not to toot my own horn here, but yeah, I'm rusty as hell, still getting top of the scoreboard, still losing matches. I take losing matches as a point of pride. It means that the game's gonna stick the worst possible teammates on my team most of the time. That's just how it is. We've already covered this in yesterday's video, which if you didn't see it, check it out. But yeah, man, wins and losses, they're not up to you. The matchmaking's completely rigged the better you are. The better you are, the less you're going to win most of the time. And that's pretty much been confirmed. I am sorry, but it's true, especially if you play alone or not in a full party. Anyway, bless you, matchmaking, for the sympathy lobby here. I appreciate it. I guess it noticed that I was playing one match, losing, and then immediately getting off. And I also did the same thing, even though I won this match. I play one match and then I'm done. I would play more, guys, but I really can't bear it. Between just the skill-based matchmaking, half of the MW2 maps being garbage like this one, and just, I don't know. I get stuck on everything. I get stuck, like right there. I just got stuck! I just got stuck on that pipe. Like, make a grease-up pass. Like, grease up these corners, grease up this stuff on the ground. Why am I constantly stuck on everything? And it's only in Sledgehammer's games. I don't get it. Anyway, let's just get into the meat and potatoes here. I don't want to ramble too much. I want to talk about skill-based matchmaking and how it's very possible that we actually might see it toned down. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to give you guys false hope. I talked about this in a video about 3 weeks ago, and it was saying that Microsoft, with the purchase of Activision, probably is going to do something about skill-based matchmaking because the system just isn't working. There are very few people out there that are actually in support of skill-based matchmaking, and those people are usually god-awful. But see, here's the thing. The god-awful players, I mean, they don't care how they do. You know what I mean? Like, the ones that don't know about it, skill-based matchmaking, I mean, they don't care how they do. They just want to light a blunt and go like 8 and 20 and unlock a few camos. That's what I don't understand about this. This game doesn't know what it wants to be. If it wants to be this competitive skill-based matchmaking shooter, then give me a visible rank, balance the entire game around like the top meta, the best players, balance the whole game around the competitive meta. Don't have these stupid challenges to unlock stuff. Give me stuff immediately. Like, make it competitive. I don't want to hear in my ear every time I do a challenge when I'm listening for footsteps. What do you want to be? Like, the game has no clear, concrete identity on what it actually wants to be. That's my biggest complaint. If you want SBMM in, give me something to play for. Give me a visible rank. Balance the game accordingly. You know what I mean? Also, I can't believe I just missed that guy. Wow. I really can't see shit on this map when I play it. Some things never change. I couldn't see anything on the original underpass as well. So, I don't know. Maybe I need a new prescription. Who knows? But anyway, let's get into skill-based matchmaking again. Sorry. Anyway, let's get into skill-based matchmaking again here. I'm sorry. I'm rambling. Stuck! I got stuck again! Stuck on the lip of that thing. Anyway. I watch a guy by the name of Prime Pete, okay? So Prime Pete, he makes some of the best videos on skill-based matchmaking, but also just on gaming in general. He has better editing. Let's just call it like it is. He has better editing than a lot of channels I see out there with millions of subs. Go check him out. Again, his name's Prime Pete. I found him by just the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm. One of his videos kind of went viral. He posted a video just recently which gave me a lot of hope, and I kind of want to pass it on to you guys. But I covered the fact that Microsoft buying Call of Duty, Activision, whatever, is a good thing. I think that they have to see that this skill-based matchmaking system isn't working, and it's ramped up higher than it's ever been in Modern Warfare 3 here, because the skill gap's higher than it's ever been, pretty much. Cold War and MW3 have the highest tuned skill-based matchmaking, bar none. It's not debatable, and this one takes it a step further than Cold War even. So, anyway, there's been some leaked emails pertaining to Phil Spencer and Call of Duty, and I don't want to rip off Prime Pete's video here, but I do want to just kind of cover this information. Rumor has it that Phil Spencer, the Xbox lead director, president, whatever the hell he is, there's been some leaked emails, and I can't show them obviously, but there's been some leaked emails talking about toning down skill-based matchmaking because it's negatively affecting the player base. Now, here's the thing. You might just say, well, that's a rumor. If you can't show proof, then why even bring it up or whatever? The reason I bring that up is because it is true that skill-based matchmaking is affecting this game's performance. I can't show you any more proof than what is happening on Steam here. So let me just cut real quick. I can't show you any more concrete proof than this. Now, I want to cover specifically Modern Warfare 3's launch here. So it launched, and I saw it kind of at the peak of 190,000 players, as you see on the side there. And that's with, guys, that's 3 games in one here. That's with Modern Warfare 2 factored in and Warzone 2 factored in. I think they maintain around an average player base, I think before MW3 came out, of around 60, 70,000 on Steam. So we can assume maybe 120,000 players, maybe. And that's being generous because I don't think that many people bought it. I think a lot of that is just people coming back to MW2. Maybe now that it's on sale or whatever. Maybe now that SPMM's toned down or whatever. Or maybe they just don't want to buy this $70 DLC expansion. But if you look throughout the year, I mean, look at what Modern Warfare 2 launched with. It launched with peak players around 260,000, and that was it alone in October. And then with Warzone 2, that brought it up nearly double to 488,000 peak players. And ever since then, we've been on a pretty massive decline. Of course, things ramped up in October with the Modern Warfare 3 beta, and of course things are going to ramp up with the launch of MW3, but we're already at 106,000 average players right now. And I mean, no matter how you slice it, no matter how many excuses you make, no matter what you say, it's just Steam, well, yada yada, this definitely correlates to how the game actually performs. Modern Warfare 2 sold incredibly well. It was hyped so well, but you can see that it was all hype and no substance because the player base dropped dramatically, as soon as January. Hell, as soon as December, really. And that's not what you want out of your Juggernaut series, and as you see here, as we go on, this game there's no way it performed as well as MW2, and maybe it wasn't expected to be, but we can't sit here and lie to ourselves and say that the skill-based matchmaking helps player retention. Look at this. I mean, look at that 42% drop in players from December to January. And also all these players that made the game peak at 190,000, I guarantee you a ton of those people refunded. I've never seen so many people talking about refunds until this game came out. And since this is considered a DLC on Steam, you can refund it up to a week after, so people can get their refunds even if they play it for 5-6 hours or whatever on Steam, which I think is great. But we can't sit here and just say that skill-based matchmaking is good for player retention. We just can't make that excuse anymore. I've never seen such a fall in player retention with Modern Warfare 2. You could equate that to other stuff too. You could equate it to just the poor, I guess, just the poor game mechanics in general. That definitely doesn't help anything. But no matter how crappy Call of Duty is, if there's no SPMM, I don't know about you guys, but at least I can goof off and have fun and just kind of not take it too seriously and do stupid stuff. I can't do that anymore, and I'm weighed down by the bad game mechanics. I really want to like MW3, truth be told. You guys probably heard the I don't know, the positivity in my voice. If you go back and watch my first impressions of the Modern Warfare 3 beta, I think the core gameplay of Modern Warfare 3 is great. I truly, truly do. I think the core gameplay of this game is great. I wish they would stick with this game like another year, honestly. This is going to sound crazy, but I wish Treyarch actually got another year and we get their game in 2025 and we get this for the next 2 years, then they keep adding content to it, and they tone down the SBMM, and they keep fixing things. I do have to commend Sledgehammer. Now, this stuff should have never been broken to start with, what I'm going to say here. But they are fixing a lot of issues. They're bumping up TDM to 100, up from 75, which I definitely agree with. They're doing some just balance passes already. They're fixing bugs that, again, this stuff shouldn't have been a problem to start with, but at least they are fixing it in a timely manner. It's been 5 days since the game launched, and they're already kind of on top of it. I want to be proven wrong. I don't think you guys get that. I want to be proven wrong. And truly, I want Sledgehammer to have a fair shake here. I really do. But the first problem, and Microsoft needs to address it sooner than later, is skill-based matchmaking. I wish I could show you guys these emails, and I wish I could delve more into the topic. As of right now, it's just a rumor. But, as you can see, it's a rumor with some actual merit. Something's got to change here. I talked about this. Their profits keep going up, but the actual player numbers keep going down. And this is all factual. This is all stuff they've shown over the course of 2 years, every single time they do their earnings call or whatever. Something needs to change, and I hope it does soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will try to rank up on this awful game. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.
Some parting advice?